Hello there, Internet. Mogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today I got the spice. I got to homebrewing a little bit, and I was given a very neat idea. In fact, I'm actually gonna double check on Twitter real quick because I want to credit the person who gave me this idea. Because I tweeted people asking for what champions they wanted me to build around and such. I do this every now and then on Twitter where I'm looking for a little bit of inspiration, right? And you guys really do come through. And there's one Twitter person, I don't even know their gender or anything, but let me check that real quick. Yeah, Nathaholic, I believe is his username, suggested me to build an ASHE SENNA Rhymefang Wolf deck. Why does this concept, really, what it is really interests me? Well, because he had a very clever idea, right? SENNA allows you to play damage and kill spells at fast speed, right? Even if they're slow speed, which allows us to actually play cards like Shatter and Winter's Breath. Despite the fact that these cards are frostbites, they have either a kill or a damage effect incorporated onto them. Shatter will deal 4 to an enemy if it has 0 power, otherwise it will frostbite it. And Winter's Breath will just straight up kill all enemies with 0 power, otherwise frostbite it. Because these cards have these words in the text, they are incorporated onto the SENNA card pool of slow speed spells that get accelerated, right? Which allows us to effectively play Winter's Breath at fast speed and frostbite the entire opposing board. And one of the things that I want to really explain, why this is so impactful, is because there's a reason why frostbites are burst speed in the game. And you may think, well, it's to make them better. No, it's actually to keep them under control. Why is this? Because of the way the stack works, if frostbites were fast speed instead of burst speed, it would make it so that they would resolve at the end of the stack. Which means that if you lead off with a frostbite effect, no matter how many buffs your opponent goes for or any other spell that they add to the stack, because you played it first, it will resolve last, and therefore everything will be frostbitten and you'll nullify all of the buffs, which makes it so that it's essentially a debuffing play that has no counterplay, except for cards like Deny, etc., right? So this is really powerful, being able to play a frostbite effect and be like, no matter what you do, because I'm gonna give you guys a very easy example, right? Like Zoe Nami. If Winter's Breath did what it did, but it was burst speed, I could frostbite their entire board, but then they could continue to chain spells afterwards to rebuff their units with Nami on board, right? With Winter's Breath being fast speed, that is not possible because they have to commit burst speed plays before the combat resolves. And therefore, I would just nullify anything without having to really time this card properly, right? And that's what we're trying to abuse. It's a very, very interesting concept, and this is my first take on it. I'm not saying this deck is optimized by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a first approach at what is essentially a zombie ASHE archetype with SENNA. What I mean by zombie ASHE is what we're doing here is not new. We are playing the Harrowing as a win condition alongside Rekindler with ASHE, which is our higher powered champion. By doing this, we can play a Harrowing that spawns multiple ASHEs via ASHE dying or Rekindler as well, and therefore flood the board with ASHE and just frostbite everything upon attack and not let our opponents essentially lead off a very high powered unblockable attack for the win. That's essentially our win condition. So with SENNA on board, though, we do incorporate some cheeky cards that we wouldn't otherwise. Like I said, we're playing Shatter. Shatter has the same effect. It's a 2-mana fast speed individual frostbite. That can also be used as removal in certain senses alongside ASHE as well. It's a flexible card, and with the addition of SENNA, it actually becomes a very valuable addition to the deck. We have Rhymefang Wolf, because this unit with fast speed Winter's Breath is just absolutely crazy, because not only do we halt the attack, we could also just declare blockers with our Rhymefang Wolves, and with the ability, we get to kill anything with 0 power, which is why we're playing 3 copies of this unit on the deck. It really does go a long way, and it's a perfect environment for it. Other cards that actually fall really neatly into this deck as well. Despair. We're able to Despair a Frostbitten unit and kill it. And with Senna, this becomes fast speed as well, giving us tremendous interaction that is really, really good, for example, against decks like Zoe Nami. And then we have, when it comes to the rest of our units, we have a split division between Avarice and Trapper and Kindly Tavern Keeper, because Avarice and Trapper can add a little bit of muscle to our deck because it's very spell heavy, right? We're playing 18 spells, which means we don't really have the craziest of curves when it comes to stats. And Avarice and Trapper can give us a 3-mana 3/3 that allows us to draw into an Enraged Yeti and apply good pressure for very, very little mana. We have a card draw with Glimpse Beyond. Even though it feels like it's a little bit off in this deck, it helps us level up Senna, and it's also a way for us to cycle through our deck and respond to some sort of like lethal combat or removal, and make use of that unit to draw and cycle through our deck. We also have Babbling Burke as a one-off to draw our Ashe, and we have Chronicler of Ruin as a one-off as a way to trigger Babbling Burke, or potentially even reuse the Rekindler amongst other potential plays that we have available with this unit. And I really like Chronicler of Ruin a lot in decks like these as a one-off because of the flexibility it provides us with. And that's essentially the deck list right there. Icevale Archer, Omen Hawk to give us a bit of a chump blocker early on that can buff our units, and it can go a long way. Getting our Avarice and Trapper as a 3-mana 4/4 is just such a huge power play. Can also buff Ashe outside of gets out of range, etc., etc. So I really like this deck. It's a neat concept. Like I said, I'm still tweaking the numbers and trying out spells here and there. You can try to optimize it yourself. But I really wanted to share this concept with you guys, as I found I just had a blast with it, and I recorded a long session for you guys. So you have a lot of games to enjoy from, and hopefully you like today's video. If you do, leave a like. Would help me out, as it helps out the videos reach out to further people and all that good stuff. And I'm essentially gonna stop rambling at this point. I think I've said enough. I'll let the games speak for themselves. Have a swell day. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for regular Legends of Runeterra content. I'll be casting the seasonal alongside my boy Impetuous Panda tomorrow, Saturday, and there will be a video on top of that. So yeah, I've been trying to make up for the lack of upload yesterday effectively. So yeah, love ya. Have a swell day. Enjoy the matches. I'll see you tomorrow. Poros. I'm gonna go ahead and say Poros. We got the combo. I actually want to keep this because I really want to showcase it real bad. So I'm gonna drop these 2 Despairs, and I'm gonna keep Winter's Wrath. I mean, like I said, this card with Senna allows us to effectively stall one entire turn. It's just really powerful. I don't know if you should keep it in your opener most of the time, but I really want to showcase, man, so I'm gonna keep it. You don't mulligan Senna away ever, by the way. Like, Senna is a very important component of this deck. The most important one, actually. These Poros. Yeah, these Winter's Breath will eventually allow us to buy some very sweet time.
Now, where did that one run off to?
I want to go for this Vile Feast.
Where'd they go off to?
Just because those Poros are going to be growing anyways. So I may as well make use of my mana here. I like to Glimpse here. But if I keep a chump block, it's also fine. Alright, we got a triple.
We'll find you some friends.
Zaunite is not what I was anticipating.
Stay out of there. I can barely keep up.
I could trade you into you, but I'd rather trade you into you here and go for a Glimpse. That can effectively allow me to cycle through my deck. There's a Troll Chant, there's a Brittle Steel, that's pretty neat. Not the greatest thing, but like I said, as long as we have Senna with Winter's Breath backup, we're good.
One goes down, thousands to go.
I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh.
I'm innocent. Ow!
up.
No.
We're gonna go for the Dawning Shadow. I know we have the ability to Frostbite, but right now, with how things pan out, even if they do have Poro Snacks, we won't be taking that much damage at all. Like, the Poro Herder is completely nullified here. He's, that is interesting. Alright. Very expensive play. Very expensive play indeed.
Anything else?
We're fine with that.
Faster than my arrow?
I think not. I'm gonna go for the darkness here. Get that out of him.
Turn it against them. Eye forward. Keep your distance.
I didn't do nothing! I'm innocent! Idiots!
What have I told you? Stay out of there. What have I told you? Stay out of there.
Darkness and light.
No backing down!
Let's go for it, baby! The combo! Ha ha ha! Easiest level up ever. I love that this card just auto levels up Ashe, by the way. This is why Frostbites are burst speed, ladies and gentlemen. This is why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just making sure, double checking here. We're gonna draw into the crystal arrow, which we're gonna be using here.
A gift from Alvarosa.
Alright, they got the Aurora Borealis. Let me play the Rhyme Fang Wolf, since he's packing up those plays anyways. I'm gonna go for you.
Concentrated forgiveness.
Avarosans, stand together!
Alright, push 6 damage through. 1, 2, 3, 7. Okay. And we're fine. As long as we have these Winter's Breath, we're fine. Alright. Let's get that spell shield away. Come at me, bro. Come at me. I'm gonna go for the kill. Because the longer the match goes, the less likely I'll be able to deal with this. He's already played several Poro snacks. Naturally, Aurora Royale is a problem though, man. But that's why I gotta do this now. Nice. Got him!
The war is over. Now
That was a funny game. Alright, some Senna on Senna action. This could be a version of the control deck. We're gonna do a full mulligan here. Because we want to find our champion. And we do, we find both. Neat. We have the Elixir of Iron for protection here. Alright. We're playing Fallen Feline. Gotta get some hot soup. Heal up a little bit. Alright. Oh, I didn't find... Didn't find the Hexite Crystal immediately, which is nice.
Let's talk about your tech.
I'm gonna trade for value.
faster than my arrow?
I think not. Gonna play Ashe. We are playing Harrowing as a one-off in the deck. Oh. Oh. Spell? Go hard? Alright, so it is a go hard deck. I can wait on Senna here.
Patience.
I can be patient.
A one, a two, oh boy! Yep. Yep.
A chill in the air.
And now I'll play the Iceville Archer. No.
Show me a target.
Let me introduce you to science.
You got a good hit off there.
As the arrow flies.
We made it. Yay.
But our stuff did it.
He gets a wipe.
One ghost down, thousands to go.
something on that case.
Getting dark.
So close.
Not and ready.
I have lethal on board right now.
Wait up.
And we can try to do it here.
Arrows at the ready.
Oh! Whew! Alright. I feel like I dodged the bullet there. Oh my lord. Bye, Victor. I'm facing a lot of like off-meta decks today, which I am not going to be complaining about. I like the Despair. I don't need the Chronicler of Ruin. We can keep everything else. Rhymefang Wolf is neat. It would be nice to have it buffed, but I'm not going to mulligan away just because I have a turn 1 Omen Hawk as we draw into Brittle Steel, which can be useful. The pranks are going to be annoying because this is obviously a Curious Shellfolk deck, so I have to be selective with, but I'm definitely going to find targets for the Despair. And Omen Hawk is going to put in the work here. Turn 1 Bird is the word. Oh, we got a thick Rekindler. Hopefully no aloof travelers. That's a very big, like, that is indeed being very hopeful. Conchal is just a bit too thick for us as of right now. I'm gonna play the Rhymefang Wolf. They could have a missing shot easily. Get excited. They could have a bunch of stuff, right? Thermogenic Beam. Another Conchal is a little bit annoying.
Let us take a peek at life beneath the waves.
Alright, so they're gonna draw 5 spells.
Calling card from our other case.
I'm gonna pass because
Brand now.
So close.
I will unite the Freljord.
well, we know they're not gonna draw aloof travelers anytime soon.
As the arrow flies.
Persistence is key.
Unify the tribes.
Oh dear. Welcome to the tipsy hour.
Could have developed the Kyling Tavern Keeper as well, right? Maybe.
Faster than my arrow? I think
I'm gonna keep the
not.
Despair in case he has a Curious Shellfolk. Alright.
Continue without me.
We're working for that harrowing. But just gonna hope that he didn't pick up an aloof traveler. Okay, no. Alright, that's fine.
then kindle anew.
Unify the tribes.
Right, freely does.
Easy does it. Persistence is key. Easy does it.
We're gonna continue applying pressure. We want this Rekindler to die. But first of all, we want no aloof travelers here. They draw nothing but spells these rounds. Please no aloof travelers. No aloof, please. No aloof. Just play a unit and I'll gladly trade into it. Kill my eye, Rekindler, please. Kill my Rekindler. No. Yeah, that's pretty good. We dodged the aloof, boys! We did it! Mama, we did it! Triple Ashe. Triple Frostbite. Triple win. Don't want to jinx it, but... Triple Ashe and one rhyme. That's one hell of a tempo. Like, that's... Oh, this card is just one of the craziest cards in the game, really. Oh, wait, what? I mean, like, what counterplay do they have? With that region combination? Have to have some weakness. Got it. Alright, some Lurk. With Copian in his name. I like the Iceville Archer a lot. I'm gonna move away everything else, though. Trying to find a bit of an earlier curve. But Iceville Archer is too good in this matchup not to keep. I can just shut down Rek'Sai alone with a 2-drop. I'm not really worried about Rek'Sai.
Gently.
I am, of course, worried about Pyke. Why are Lurk players playing Treasure Seeker? I don't get that. I understand, like, empowering your attack, but... Eh. I mean, I guess it forces this.
Stay back.
No Lurk. Sucks to be you. We're gonna get anything here? No.
Arrows at the ready.
Took it fair and square.
Nice. Oh, dude, this card against Lurk is gonna be so sick.
I will unite the Freljord.
I could have passed, you know, like them not attacking there really hurts them. But I gotta play on curve here. Troll Chant is not quite there.
The time is right. Strike now.
Oh, nice.
You could say I got a life wish.
Show me a target.
It's just too much damage, right? I can't say no to this. Like, yeah, make them burn mana, but I can handle an Under Titan. I think it's worth getting all that damage in, right?
Darkness and light.
You have these Winter's Breath, but as of now, we have freezes here.
Lead the target.
The time is right. Strike now.
I want to resort to this darkness.
Continue without me.
A true Fanyorian welcome.
Eye forward. Keep your distance. Turn it against them.
We're gonna use darkness here. We know what they're gonna top deck now. Like it's that 6-drop, so that ends up working out for us. We got Brittle for this now as well, and we got that fast speed Winter's Breath. It just allows us to buy so much time. Like right here. Oh my Wamu. Counter-o! I think this is a pretty good matchup, actually.
On to the next one.
Yeah, let's go. Plunder. This will be an interesting matchup. Obviously, we're keeping the Omen Hawk. We're keeping the Ashe. We're keeping the Despair. We're keeping this entire hand. We don't have Senna. But Despair with Ashe is pretty neat, as we can use it to deal with some big units potentially. A Throne Chant can also help us not only survive certain things, but also prevent plunder as well. Crackshot Corsair could be a thing. Which would guarantee...
Nothing like the stink of blood and sweat.
Success gets you noticed around here.
It's hard to get rich.
I could have run through the plunder there, but I'd rather keep this Troll Champ.
I'll burn for what I've done. Let's get to it.
Son of a...
I don't want to play into a Monster Harpoon.
Don't ask where it's from, ask how much.
I'll shoot the wings off a bilge wasp.
All the world on one arrow.
your farewells.
Safety will cost
I'm gonna knock that out. Let's continue progressing their level up. Let's see if they go for an open.
Carved from the savage cold.
A true Freljordian welcome.
In range. Avarosans, stand together.
I'm gonna go for the Winter's Breath. It doesn't feel great. We're running a little bit out of gas, but I gotta try to push some damage here. I have a Despair.
I'll lead us to victory. Show me a target. The winter's claw endures.
They have double warning shot?
Prove your worth. The ocean herself will fear us. Let fly. Finger on the trigger. Well fought.
Critol is a mountain and covered in ice.
Ah, we're just not there. We're just not there. Yeah, not. We didn't find enough card draw. It's bound to happen. Is there anything I can do here?
Avarosans, stand together.
This game's lost. GG. We can't break through, and we're dead next turn. With that right away, we're dead.
Lost battle, not a lost war.
Super dead. Alright, yesterday's deck. Let's see how we fare. We're gonna do a full mulligan. Because for this kind of matchup, we want to find more of our late game. Rekindler, Harrowing, Senna. Senna is something that we always want to see. Right? Like, there's no matchup in which we don't want to have Senna in the opener. But I already like this a lot. Yeah, I love this hand for the matchup. Because we have access to Chronicler of Ruin.
Know what lurks in the shadows.
I could have played the Archer, but I didn't want to play into a Thermogenic Beam there. I'm gonna play it now. I mean, probably should have played it before, but I wanted to hope and see if I can draw into a 2-drop or a 3-drop.
Ancient things trapped in the ice.
Let's draw into Ashe. Drawing a few too many Sennas.
Nagakabura sends her blessing.
Oh, it's not Kapura. Shit. Nagakapapura is coming.
Long road behind, long road ahead.
I know the Senna is very likely to go down, but I want to get her in the Rekindler pool anyways. Even though I could be working for ASHE instead, but I'd rather play you because now I can shatter. There's a lot of very neat things I can do, like this fast speed shatter all of a sudden allows me to potentially counter buy. Babbling Brook stat line is very important as it trades into the Elise. Archer is nice, but also more than likely a liability because it's gonna allow that Buru to grow because
Don't
1
push on
health.
my account. Got a couple lifetimes apparently.
Against this sort of deck, you know, they got Mystic Shot, they got a lot of removal, so it's hard to believe that this guy will stay around. Stay around long enough. Okay. All right. Thermogenic beam. Alright, it's coming.
No. Keep your distance.
It's pretty neat.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
Meant to build bash. One of these two is gonna go down, but hopefully that one won't. To be expected. I think at this point, I don't want to resort to darkness now. I want to keep my mana.
Ready to fire.
Next round, I have access to the Rekindler. Dude, I can't speak today. What the hell? Like, seriously, I cannot speak. Cannot pronounce shit. I don't know. Vocalize. We could go. I mean, I really like the idea of Rekindler.
One candle for every soul.
Just because this harrowing can be extremely powerful. I'm just happy I was able to say a couple of phrases without, like, just stuttering to death. Yeah, let's pass.
Hit 'em where it frees. Lead the target.
Time.
That's pretty good. We may get ruinated though,
Darkness and light.
but we get value in it nonetheless.
Keep your distance.
Yep.
Without me.
It's actually fine. We have a pretty sick card advantage here, and we got a lot of champions as well. And we got another one! That's why we play two. No aloof, por favore.
For the wicked, for the dead, I bring rest. You're not wrong.
I will unite the Failure. These are our lands. Unify the tribes.
Play it again. Come on, you.
Light is a lure in the dark.
I mean, how the hell do you stop this, right? It's pretty insane. before Loof gets it. Seems pretty good. I think it's starting to sink in. Because you have no rotation, like I have no idea how this deck just does not have access to that sort of tempo. I'm sorry, Nagabura.
Stand together.
It's too much, even for her.
I'll lead us to victory.
Bam! Just wanted to add it for dramatic intensity. And that's a wrap, boys! Got him. Booyah.
On to the next one.
Just eager to play more. Alright, let's see how we fare against Burn. We do have a one-off of Brittle Steel, which can hopefully make the difference. We want to keep the Kyling Tavern Keeper and the Everson Trapper as well. I'm going to drop the Winter's Breath. I'm going to drop Ashe as well, actually. Trying to find one drops and the likes.
I've never tried this chemical before. I can.
Omen Hawk would have been amazing to train to that, but cannot have everything.
Where's my axe? Locked and ready. Arrows at the ready.
Can't block the rear guard, so we frostbite the Inventive Chemist to get a little bit of damage through. Setting up a blocker as well.
What does that thing do? It explodes, of course. Go ahead, light the fuse.
Gotcha.
Ah, I got an idea.
If it's a fight they want.
Gonna make good use of our stats.
See what this one does?
And watch us top deck that nice Yeti right now. Yu-Gi-Oh! Come on. Oh! Beautiful. Could play Ashe, but no, we're gonna play you.
Welcome to the tipsy hour.
Every Burn player just has a mini stroke every time they see something like this happen. And we're gonna play your boy Yeti.
Astounding curiosity. These stories were true.
Pokey stick? Oh, okay.
Bombs away.
That's pretty decent. Wait, that was Zig's bouncing bomb. Oh yeah, Zig's bouncing bomb. So that was actually Zig's. That's a nice hit, man. Like right now we're winning the race. And if they play Poppy, we can counter.
All right, team. Adventure time.
How about no?
Winter, take you.
Let the winner take you. So beautiful! Voice crack!
I will unite the failures.
I'm gonna play Ashe. And I'm gonna go for a pretty heavy swing here. Unless Noxian Fervor? Okay, that works out.
Unify the tribes.
Let's take this outside. Easy does it.
Another Fervor? Oh. Alright, not what I was expecting. We still got another hit off on him though. And the moment he develops here.
Light the fuse. I can't wait to see what this one does.
Let's hope they don't have like oof.
Return to us.
Stagger, stagger. Up, up. Today's the day I find that hero.
Okay.
nations, we are one.
Surprise, motherfucker. No action for a war, please. Yes, that's a decimate. That is a decimate. Whoo, let's go.
Aim is true.
Winter's breath lethal, boy. This is happening. This is happening. It is happening. Fuck you. Let's go.